It's that time to start planning our spring garden, and I'm doing things a little differently this year, and I'd love for you to come join me. We went from 20 degrees to 10 to 15 inches of rain in 3 days. I am so tired of being cooped up, but it gave me the perfect opportunity to start planting my garden. I'm not sure if y'all have heard of Seedtime before, but I keep seeing it everywhere, and I'm really going to use it in the garden this year. So if it's something you want to check out, I put a link in the description at the bottom. While I have planted lots of things in the past, I noticed that I get overwhelmed really quickly, and I lose track of trying to can things, trying to store things. I love, love, love what Seasonal Homestead does. She has an entire year's worth of food that she grows, but I'm just not there yet, and I have to realize that that's okay. So this year, instead of growing 10 to 20 different things, I am only gonna grow 3 things. Green beans, bell peppers, and all kinds of herbs. I know that's more than one thing, but I wanna master my herb garden. I want to have a massive herb garden, and the front of our house right now is it's getting washed away by the rain, and I think we want to put in beds or raised beds or something, and I want it to be all herbs so I can just walk outside and I can grab them. And I'm going to do a variety of like thyme, rosemary, I've got mint, and I have some older stuff, some like summertime from here, and some dill. I'm gonna go through here and pick out all the herbs we have, and I'm gonna plant a variety, and I'm gonna label them which brand so we can kind of see what does best here. All right, I keep it simple by one of them, I mean, unless you do something different in every pot, but I try to keep them in one row. And I label one with all of the details. If I need to add more labels, I can, but for now, this just saves me some time. I had the name of the seed company, the date, and what it is. All right, as I finish these up, I've got them labeled. Some people say only to use one seed because you're gonna spend a lot of time clearing out the extra, but we don't do too many, so I'd rather have them grow than miss that. And then I have the stone that goes on top. I make sure all the circles are closed on it. I'm gonna put it here. They do not need light until they start to grow, but as soon as you see one sprouting, go ahead and give it some light or it's gonna get real tall and stringy searching for light. That was a really bad mistake I made a few years ago. So get it some light outside, or if you have one of those grow lights like we do, put it under there. We are in 2024. See, I already have my page marker in here. And we're on the 21st. So I'm gonna say, I don't know, planted cilantro, rosemary, spearmint, thyme, and dill. All right, and then I can go on these packages, and on the back, it's gonna give me some pointers on when they start to grow. Germinate 7 to 21 days. So after that 21 days, if I don't see anything sprouting, I'm probably gonna toss it. And then let's look at the days to harvest. 90 to 95, 90 to 120, 90 to 200. This one doesn't have it, but you'll be able to tell. I mean, they're herbs, you know when you wanna use them. So I would say start harvesting at 90 days. So is that another note? Start harvest at 90 days. Now between then, we're gonna transplant them into pots or into a garden, or, you know, we can have hanging baskets. It's really whatever you wanna do it to it, but I will let you know when we start to. We'll have another video where you can follow along how we transplant those. All right, for now, I want you to go out 3 weeks, because that's the longest that they take to germinate, and I want you to go 3 weeks from the day you plant it and say, herbs sprout by today. Then from that day, I want you to go 90 days out, herbs ready for harvest, or whatever you had planted. So by April 21st, I should be able to harvest some herbs. We'll see how that goes. And my goal with the herbs now, I mean, I don't know if I can get a whole year's worth of, especially only planting 5 pods, but I want to really get good at them, so one day I can grow enough to sustain our entire need for them for fresh herbs. I can dehydrate them, I can freeze dry them, and we'll have them for a long time. I can put them in soups and different things, but I want them all grown here one day. That's my goal, is to have everything grown here one day. Just go ahead and let me know in the comments if this is a challenge you'd like to do with me. You can do more than 3 items, of course, but let me know the top 3 things you want to grow and preserve this year.